The message that Parliament sent unanimously to the courts has obviously been received loud and clear. The murderers who kill more than one people should be punished more. Travis Baumgartner is more guilty, and that is reflected in the sentence that he will be serving for the horrors that he committed in our city. The only thing that I can suggest is that this is a very strong case. The police did an outstanding job in terms of bringing all of the evidence together from the flight, from the scene of the crime, from the victims, all of that. The police did a great job, and what they did was they presented to us a very, very strong case. What would have been open for argument would have been the interpretation of the new provisions of the criminal code. So it would have been a lengthy, protracted legal argument that would have gone on literally the better part of 5 years. And it seems that that is not what Mr. Baumgartner wanted. He wanted to get this over. The message that this sends out to the families is that things have changed. It does matter. Modern Canadians do want to send out a message to the victims' families that it does matter that more than one person died. The sentence will reflect that. It's not the same as though just one person died. What this says in terms of going forward in the criminal justice system is that, as I indicated earlier, things have changed. We're not just going to look backwards at precedents from the 60s and 70s and even the 80s. We're going to take a look at what is currently happening now in Canada. We're going to make adjustments to the law. We're going to not only take a look at ways of stopping people from getting into the system, but if you are in the criminal justice system, what is the fit and proper just outcome? And it may be more serious than it even has been for the last 100 years. In terms of how quickly this moved through the system, I have to say that for a first-degree murder trial, it moved through the system very, very quickly, and that was due in large part to the fact that the Crown preferred a direct indictment. We moved this out of the provincial court. There was going to be no preliminary inquiry. We got it straight into Queen's Bench so that we could start organizing what was going to happen next. Was this going to proceed to trial? Are there going to be admissions made? Is there going to be a resolution? And so this particular murder trial actually proceeded very, very quickly. It's very rare for something like this to be resolved in 14, 15 months.
What's the deal with that apology letter?
I don't have any comment on the apology letter.
Was it accepted by the family?
Don't have any comment on it. People who have committed some of the most serious crimes in the criminal code, and it's a difficult culture to be in, and it's a dangerous place to be in. The message from this sentence should be, first off, that when Canadians see that there is a problem with their criminal law, they can change it, and they can change it effectively. This sentence would not have been possible 3 years ago. So we as a country noticed a problem in terms of the sentences that were being handed out for multiple murderers, and we changed it, and it's effective, it works. The other thing that it sends out is a message of reinforcement of how important we as a community feel towards the victims of violence, and that we will actually change the laws, come to court, and see that the court will also stand behind us and support these changes that we make ourselves. The message to the victims' families that comes out of the 40-year sentence is that it does matter that more than one person died. It does matter that Travis Baumgartner took so much away from all of you. This is a message from Canadians and from the courts that we recognize that it's not the same and that things are going to be different because of that.